Hey everyone, it's Sami from Sami's Sweet Life, and we are talking favorite Tomoe River paper planners, and I am super excited about this category. This is a new segment of planning and planners that I just never really paid attention to. The only planner that I knew of, which I did end up getting for 2024, surprisingly, was the Hobonichi Cousin. So this is the English edition Hobonichi, and the thing with these Tomoe River paper planners is they're really like thin, almost like Bible-y type of paper. It's crispy, it holds up to fountain inks and different pens very, very well. Pretty much everything except alcohol-based pens and inks work great on this paper, and it gets really nice and fluffy, which I'll show you. But this one is the original one that I at least had heard of. I'm sure there are other companies that make these, but I had heard of this and I was just never really interested. This one I've mentioned in multiple videos. It has too much red, and then each month is a different color. So the color is throughout the entire page. Pretty much everything on the page is that color. So this one just never really grabbed my attention. I wasn't interested in the thin crispy paper because I like paper like Erin Condren and Plum Paper Planner, like thicker, nice, luxurious type paper. And I was just never really interested in this over the last few years that I've heard rumblings about Hobonichi until this year. I ended up finding the Common Planner, and this was what started it all. It is still my #1 favorite planner. I do have 2 more planners to add to this stack when I get going and talking about more things, but this is what really was like the gateway drug into Tomoe River paper planning and planners, was this sterling ink. I just kept seeing pictures of it. I'm gonna open one that's not all inked up, but I just kept seeing pictures of this beautiful layout, and this is my Japanese practice one. I just kept seeing it and I was like, wow, that's so pretty. It's so minimalistic and sleek. It's the grayscale. It's just something about it really just spoke to me. And this one happens to have the gold edges too. So I was just hooked. As soon as I saw this, I'm like, I have to have this. I had missed her original pre-order and had to purchase from the seconds, which is like all of the pre-orders got filled, all of the original run of planners were purchased. I think I logged in when the original run of planners was going up for sale, but I had logged in like that night or the next day and they were completely sold out. They had sold out in like minutes. So I was there ready to go during the second sale, which is the ones that have like minor defects and imperfections. I think my gilding, my quote unquote defective ones, my second choice ones, had like a scuff on it. Like there was not actual real legitimate problems or defects. It was perfect. It just had a little bit more lines and scuffing. Maybe there was like a line or a scratch on the gilding. And I'm like, it's perfect. I didn't care at all. It would have been fine even if the cover had been scratched or something, but I ended up only purchasing second imperfect ones and have loved them. I loved them all year. So she had the B6 size originally. I bought all of the B6 size, and then she launched undated A5s. Bought both of those and have bought many more for 2024, and I'm super in love with all of the sterling ink planners. I have some with white edge, some with the gold edge, and I just absolutely love Catherine. I love how she designs. I love her thought process. I love that she's very good about communication. Now, these pre-orders were purchased back, I think, end of June, early July, and that really rubbed people the wrong way because these planners had not been produced yet. She's a small business, and I love her communication the whole way through. Like, I ordered them in like July. I got my last ones beginning of November, and all along the way she was communicating. And I know some people don't want to wait for their planners, but for me, I'm like, okay, first of all, give her a break. She did great at communicating. But second of all, the planners don't even start. Like, if you're getting your planner in the beginning of November as the latest section of pre-orders, you still have 2 months until 2024 hits. So I'm like, pipe down. I don't get why people are complaining, because I have received these and now I'm just sitting here waiting like, oh, I wish I could use this planner, but I've got 2 more months in this year. And I just want to tell everybody to take a chill pill, because it's not that deep, bro. Just like Cody Rigsby says, Peloton person, it's not that deep, bro. Like, it's just a planner. It will come when it comes. She was great about communicating the whole way through, and I just do not understand some of the rising anger about the whole situation, because she said way up front that's how it was going to be. They weren't even made yet. It was a true pre-order, and it takes months for things to be made. So I was patient, even though mine was in the last batch of pre-orders because of one of my planners was delayed. I lived and everybody else will live getting their planners only 2 months before the year starts. Like, it was so ridiculous. I wanted to really like snark on people for the level of a little bit crazy that went on. Yeah, there were people like, I can't wait this long. I bought something else. What? There's 3 more months in this year. What are you doing? Anyway, long ramble over. I'm gonna go get my actual planner that I've been using currently, and then we'll walk through some of the choices from Sterling Ink. Okay, so speaking of Sterling Ink and Sterling Ink planners, I actually have one in my current planner stack. This is a Hobonichi cover. It's one of like the plasticky ones, and I really like this. You're supposed to like use this with one pen throughout both holes to kind of lock it closed, but I don't do that, obviously. I like it because it holds many a pen for me. I currently have 3, a fountain pen, an Energel Clenna, and then also a Fudenosuke hard tip. So it's a brush pen. So I've been using those 3 pretty consistently, and I've got a couple of different planners in here. I haven't yet stuck my stickers back in this side panel yet because we just got back from dance competition. I haven't moved things around. I used a Wonderland 222 planner purse for that and then didn't move my stuff back yet. I've got to still film that. So I ended up having a different planner in the front section here for a while, and I just changed it out this week to use the Wonderland 222, and this is an older one, so I did have to repurpose dates, but this is the stacked weekend version, and it also is on my faves list here. I've got a new one to share with you as well, and I did a review on both of those. This is the one I'm talking about right now. This is the common planner in the A5 size, but it's a half year, so only 6 months worth, and I use this as sticker sneeze fun. So there's blanks, there's gaps, there's some planning. Like currently this week, like all the things went to heck and haven't done a single thing on here. But this is last week I wrote out my ink orders because I got into fountain inks and finally ordered stuff. But I do swatching in the back, journaling, write out music lyrics, like whatever songs in my head, and just have a lot of fun inking it up and things. So this is just my catch-all thoughts, ideas, artsy kind of stuff, journaling, sticker sneezing, creative-y type of planner. And then this is right now, it's just a food log for me right now. And yeah, I just love everything about the Sterling inks. Let's talk sizing real quick. So they do have the A5 size for 2024. They also have the B6 size. Let's see, we'll just grab the stack here and then we'll talk about next planner. So B6, these are half year sizes. And then this is the full year size. So they're nice big chunky planners. These ones have monthly, weekly, and daily pages in these ones. So they do get hefty. And when you're talking about when they get all feathery and crinkly, this is what I'm talking about. Like really fluffy, and I can't wait to fill up an entire book for 2024. I did switch sizes. So this is my first part of 2023, and this one's my second part of 2023, and it's getting fluffy too. It's near the end. So love, love, love the Sterling inks. So that was the full year. I also ended up getting some of the compact sizes. So compact only has 120 something pages in it for the daily pages. So not one every single day. So you can imagine it would be as thick as the full year if it was the full amount of daily pages. But I wasn't planning on using these for a page a day type system. So I got the weeks size, which they call N2. And these happen to be options for horizontal as well. So you can get some vertical or horizontal. The week size, which is the N2, and then N1 is the typical traveler's notebook size. And again, I did get horizontal for that as well. And you can get lots of different options. They will have some sort of second sale coming up at some point, hopefully after I post this video. So I really like, they have lots of cover options, lots of sizing and layout options. I've just totally hooked. She hit it out of the park for 2024, and you can see I ordered quite a few 2024. So these are half year A5s, and I want a full year A5. So when they do sell other things, I'm hoping to grab a full year. And then here is the full year undated one, and I don't want to use this one. It just has no dates on any of the pages. So I want an actual dated one, but that's what a full year looks like compared to the half year. So tons and tons of options, tons of layouts, tons of cover colors. It's just my absolute top #1 pick. And now a very, very close second is the Wonderland 222. I did leave my other one. Technically speaking, again, this is a 2024, but they had this all-in-one big chunky option for their unstacked weekends, and this has the exact same column width as the Hobonichi Cousin and the Sterling ink. So you can use the 1.3-inch stickers in this column, which I really like. So this is going to be my wellness journal. I'm definitely using this one for next year. I absolutely love it, and I love the pink color. So the one I'm using right now to just test run the fitness and food logging and that type of thing is the Unstacked Weekends. This one doesn't have a daily page in the back, just a couple pages in the back, you can see. But I love it. I love Wonderland 222. I love working with them. They're a great company. The planner purse is awesome. I'll leave a link to that video as well. So right now that's in here. And that is another big top fave of mine. So going along with that, what I had in the front up until this week, for the last month and some odd days, was this Hubman Chubgirl daily quarterly Tomoe River paper planner. So they have a few different cover options. It has the pin loop. It's really, really cute with the little PU leather. And it's really neat. I did a full walkthrough of this one, but it has a ton of pages. So I did end up marking all the pages and finding it's a lot. So it's got the daily schedule, the daily layout thing, lots of extra note pages built in between all of the layouts. And a couple of people had mentioned to me, you know, this is only a 3-month planner and it's quite expensive. So as far as planner options, this is a very expensive choice since you'll need 4 of these, and it came with so many notes pages built in between all the daily pages and an actual weekly spread and an actual daily spread. It's just a lot. So I found myself not being able to fill out all of the pages every single week. And so it's a great viable option. It's a great look if you want something that's really bright on the outside. It's great, it's undated, so that's another drawback for this one, and it's just expensive if you have to buy 4. So it's definitely a really great favorite, but it is not the top favorite. So I've been enjoying using that one, but set it aside. And now another top fave is Aura Estelle. I ended up getting quite a few Aura Estelle planners, and I picked out 2 of the specific layouts that I really liked, and they have a new layout coming soon. I don't know when their planners are going to actually be available in the store. I've been keeping my eye on them, and they haven't said a definite date yet for that, but they did a pre-order that I totally missed. So I unfortunately did not pre-order anything for 2024, but I have a couple of layout options that they will continue to have for 2024, and I'm very excited. One of them is the weekly horizontal type A5 layout, and I think they do offer this in other sizing as well, but it's just a horizontal layout with a plain page a day on the other side. So I'm trying to flip to one that you don't see the monthly calendar quite as much. The Tomoe River paper planners ghost a ton, and that's part of the beauty of it, but I want you guys to be able to see it too. So you've got the horizontal spread with a sidebar and then another blank weekly page here. So I feel like this is a great setup for like a fitness planner or a content planner, that type of thing. And if you don't want those extra note pages and you want it to be super slimline, but this is a full year planner, then you just get this one called the Weekly Index, and it's the same horizontal pages, but no notes pages in between. So this one's super slimline. If you want to use it as like a fitness planner or a content planner or something, this could totally slip into pretty much any bigger planner that you're going to be using because it's so slimline. So it's a great, great option. And then last but not least, they have a really neat weeks layout. I wish they had more cover colors. They mostly only come in black. Very few of them come in pink. But this is a great, great one too. I love the layout of this week's in particular. I'm trying to find one that's got a little bit better view. So this one has a grid style week layout instead of the horizontal bars, and then you get a page a day and they are all dated. So this is a great option if you want to do some daily journaling, you don't want all the color of the Hobonichi cousin, you could have something like this. The weeks comes with this daily page, and then they do have one other daily page option for 2024 that I did not see for 2023. So I do have a few of their planners on my list to hopefully do a 2024 or a Estelle video for you guys, but I really like this. This week's comes in 2 planners because it does have those daily dated pages in there. And so that's a great option. I love, love, love the quality of their stuff. I've talked to them for various things and asked questions, and they're very receptive and quick to answer back. I think they're just a really great company. I definitely have them as a top fave, and I plan on using some of their planners for 2024 as well. And then last but not least, this is a love-hate relationship. I think this is hands down one of the most beautiful, aesthetically pleasing planners that I have ever come across, but their grid size is too small for me. It is a Taiwan-based company called Take a Note. They have this like really pretty chipboard type of unfinished quality to it. You see the binding, which I think is gorgeous. I love the layouts of these. It has the brown and the gray coloring, which is just gorgeous. I just love everything about this except the grid size. So the main layout of this gives you this little like weekly overview section and then a half-page column a day. And all of it's dated. This is a 2023, but they have the same thing for 2024. And the grids are just super teeny tiny on this one. So it was unusable for me as somebody who has a really big handwriting. Even the regular size grids in some of these Tomoe River paper planners are tricky for me, but this one was especially tricky for me because it's super teeny tiny. So the A6 size was unusable for me. And so I did finally get the A5 size. And again, same layout. It's gorgeous. Everything about it. It's beautiful. I love the aesthetic of everything, but this grid's a teeny bit too small for me. So it's definitely not the planner that I'm going to be using day in and day out as like my one planner. But I just love the layout of it. I love the look of it. And it is a top fave. If you can handle the smaller grids, this is a great option. So I want to include it in the favorites, even though it's actually in my planner regrets video. I love it, and I was using it for like sticker sneezing and journaling here and there, but it was just really hard for me to write in it. I love the way it looks. It's very small. It would take me majorly trying to get used to writing that small because it was hard. It was hard to write. Anyway, that's still a great option. It's a fave and also a regret. I wish I could write that small and make one of these work because it's so beautiful. And I was so tempted to get the 2024s, even though I knew writing in it is very frustrating for me. So I couldn't pull the trigger and get the 2024s, but still a favorite. So there you go. There is my look at all the Tomoe River paper planner goodness. I've got some major faves that personally are some of my favorite planners overall right now. This is just a category that really speaks to me right now. I love all the things Tomoe River paper and crispy crinkly paper. I pre-ordered one other Tomoe River paper planner and then also added Hobonichis to this year's lineup for me. So I really like this category. If you're not used to the Tomoe River paper planner, I definitely recommend trying it out. It might be a gateway drug for you into the Tomoe River paper planner universe. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll have links to all the walkthroughs. If I've got discount codes, they'll be in the description box, and also affiliate links where possible. I'm not an affiliate for very many, if any, of these Tomoe River paper planners quite yet, so they might just be regular old links, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and follow me along, and I will catch you next time. Bye.